For this ideathon, my topic will be on quantum enhanced PPG heart risk detection. So, why I would want to pitch this, I'll give you a better good reason about this. So, judges, stay tuned and I will show you all. Okay. So, first, let me tell you the full form of this. What does PPG mean? PPG is a photoplethysmography. It's like an non-invasive optical technique used to measure changes in blood volume with microvascular bed of tissue, which is inside your, mostly done in your fingers or at the wrist. It's more like a ECG device. Every year, millions of people develop heart conditions, and mostly find out once symptoms are already serious. But what if we could spot the earliest warning signs long before you ever feel them, and all you need was a standard webcam? Right now, heart monitoring is split into two extremes: hospital-grade ECG machines that are really expensive and bulky, and wearables like Apple Watch, which are useful but still limited in accuracy. There is a middle ground: webcam-based PPG machines. It uses the camera to detect tiny changes in skin color as blood pulses through your vessels. But here's the problem: in practice, webcam PPG is messy. It's full of noises, noise motion, white effects, lighting problems, and the limits of consumer camera sensors. Instead of telling people to buy better, more expensive hardware, we decide to make the signal better with quantum computing. So this takes up the software to a different level, so drastically reducing the cost of hardware production. And this can be installed in, up there where astronauts are, to reduce expensive, and also hospitals like many young doctors, when they wanted to start a clinic or a hospital, they could use this as a budget friendly. Our approach records the same subtle color change in the skin, the pulse wave, and also processing them only with classical digital filters and ML. We apply quantum algorithms to clean the interpret the data. This gives us two huge advantages. So, better noise isolation. For better noise isolation with quantum Fourier transform theory, known as QFT. And second, better classification using quantum support vector machines, or QSVMS, in high dimensional Hilbert space. So I'll let you know what Hilbert space is. It's a concept in quantum computing. So let me tell you what that is. So Hilbert space is nothing but it's in, how do I say this? Okay, so it is a real or a complex inner product space that is also a complete metric space, which it is a mostly induces a norm that it's like it's like a space, like a complex inner space, like a quark molecule or something like that. And basically what it does is it's like a vector space, and inner products such as that the norm defined by let's say F equals SQ or T turns H into a complex metric space if the metric is defined by the norm. So let's say For example, I could say real numbers with V and U, and complex numbers like C to N, we can say V and U. So this one, it helps render the pixels and understand it even more in depth. So this would like, for, let's say, if the webcam sees a person face, if the webcam recognizes the wrist, or a footage of the wrist, or let's say your neck area where you find the veins or arteries, it would analyze the vein structure that is popping out of your vessel that's popping out of your skin, and it can find the vector. It can find the shape of it, and it will analyze its movements and patterns. So it's fast, quite fast in quantum computing, and yeah. Our pipeline is simple to explain, but and it is really a powerful execution. As I said, there are many signal diffusions, because let's say the flowchart works like this. First, there's a webcam video, then PPG extraction is done, then QFT, noise filtering, and feature extraction, where I said about the Hilbert space, where QSVP VM classification takes place, and then that's given to the machine trained data, and then it will give you a health risk output. And here's the key: no one has done this fully quantum on consumer grade video optimized with and so. And also, Classic is a good computing software that I've went through, and so it runs in real time. So it could actually simulate, and it'll be good use for training. So building an application on this would be really helpful. Now let's talk about the quantum side, because this isn't just of quantum. We can use it as multiple stages. The QFT breaks the signal into frequency components, but because it's quantum, it can handle exponentially more possible combinations of frequency with fewer operations than classical FFT, like classical computers and algorithms. This means we can remove motion blur and lighting interference while preserving the true PPG waveform. We just need a good quality camera for this, and a good source, like a phone or an updated phone. Then comes to QSVM. We take heart rate variability features and embedded them into Hilbert space, where patterns like healthy versus arithmetic becomes more easy to separate even with small data sets. That's perfect for personalized medical signals where you don't have millions of samples. We also had XQML. It's an explainable quantum ML, using circuit level shapely value analysis to explain exactly why the same flagged as person as at its risk. That's critical in healthcare. You can just say red alert without planning why. It will give you plenty of probability and will give you the best option. Classic makes this practical. Classic.io, the quantum software, because it makes it practical by auto optimizing circuits for low depth and minimal qubits, making it NISQ friendly. We tested. You can test about like 4 versus 8 qubit QFT, and 8 QFT would give you high frequency resolution, while 4 was more faster. It will give you more fast and more stable. And the application, they are enormous. When doctors could screen patients remotely without specialized machines, and it could also make it more cost friendly. And as you know, healthcare is a very costly business, and this can also, soon it can also be brought into phones, and you just need a cloud computer for this. It's not just an algorithm, it's the way to make early heart detection available to anyone, anywhere. As this is becoming a major, uh, you know, and a major problem in our current modern world. As this is more faster and it's also hard, and security concerns, it's more secure than a classic algorithm code, because it's quantum is the qubits algorithm, it's hard to break. And as I said before, the advantages, it suppresses the noisy frequency, and it outperforms classical settings of the hybrid models, I mean the old previous models. And to make it more easier, hybrid models can be brought in, like classic and quantum computer, so we can just operate this in a more easy form. So thank you, judges, thank you for your time, and I'm hoping this I'm hoping to pitch this idea, and I hope you would go through this. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.